So what's the biggest difference between how you were practicing then? And we know now you have a big setup, you have your full integrative model and all that other stuff. But let's just call it in terms of the approach. What's the biggest difference in how you practice now versus how you practiced back then?
Well, having a team makes a huge difference.
Hmm.
And I think also with what I'm able to offer is different. So the practice, when you're a solopreneur or just even you and just, one person, it's a lot more it's a lot more flexible when you have a team because number one, you can bounce certain things off. There might be information, that one of the team members gets from a patient that they don't share that might be integral in their care. We are able to offer a more diverse set of treatment options for them, when you're looking at biologics or anything else. And, it's not all depending on me. So I think that's one of the biggest benefits is, everything's not associated with me being directly involved. Now, I do know from experience that, oftentimes, there's certain patients that come in because of you and because of your personality. And so now we're getting our practice to a point where they're not coming in because of the two docs or this particular therapist or acupuncturist. They're coming in because of the value and the seamlessness of the services that we're offering and able to get them well with. So I would have to say, being able to take myself out of it a little bit more so where it's not depending on them seeing me and my face, they're actually seeing the therapies and the benefits of the treatments that we're offering. If that makes sense.
Excellent. So it makes perfect sense. So what you're saying is the biggest difference would probably be it was very doctor centered in the beginning because it was only you, and now it is service centered.
Yes, that's what I
Is
was
that accurate way to say it?
perfectly accurate way of saying it.
Cool. And how efficient, when you can actually take a day off and get a ride on that bike,
Oh man, let me tell you, I was actually able to go to France for 3 weeks.
Wow, that's
And
fantastic.
my staff ran everything, they could reach me, and I didn't have a locum tenens doc come in and do adjustments. It was just that particular time that I was gone, that they got everything but an adjustment. And my patients still came in for those therapies and knew that they were in good hands. And, I miss her so much, but I had a fantastic, staff at that point. My office manager basically ran it like she was the owner. And when you can find good quality employees, do everything you can, to
What a
keep.
blessing.
Yes, that's a lesson that I've learned too. Like, oh man, I should have done more to try and keep certain employees. But I think it says a lot about, my practice too, because I have 3 massage therapists that still work with me. And they've been there, from the beginning, of me hiring. And so I think that says a lot. But I also have a different understanding about how impactful their job is too, on them. But, oftentimes like the turnover rate, and you can't take things personally either.